Hello everyone, and welcome to the MightyNifty Costume Party. This Halloween we will be giving you scares, thrills, and absolute chills. We will be making you feel fright, terror, and we will be playing the Puppeteer for PS3. Let us now take a look at what this 2013 game has in store for us. Let us view.
Water's up in the underwater palace. Supposed to be a seagull town and free from greed and malice. Where the water's clean enough to see into the stratosphere. We're glad you're here.
You have got to be fucking kidding me, right? I set up all the fucking... This is just a flashlight. I just... Fuck this! Halloween is over.
Come one, come all, to the most phenomenal, most extraordinary, most unimaginable puppet show you've ever experienced.
Puppeteer is a game with a unique visual style, cool art direction, and fun gameplay mechanics. It's a shame the game doesn't have more of a following. The presentation is truly unique, with everything being framed as a live puppet show. And wow, for a puppet show, this game has a hell of a story. So apparently, the moon goddess used to be the one to rule over the moon, until one day her loyal servant, the little bear, overthrew her and declared himself Moon Bear King. Using the power of a stolen pair of magic scissors named Calibris and the Black Moonstone, the Moon Bear King wreaked havoc on the moon and its inhabitants. Now he sits atop the moon, stealing the souls of children from Earth and placing them into puppets to become his servants. You play as Kuduro, one of the kids turned into a puppet. You meet a witch who helps you steal Calibris, which allows you to fight against the Moon Bear King's minions and traverse the environment. Kuduro must travel across the moon, freeing the souls of those enslaved by the Moon Bear King and bringing peace throughout the land, all climaxing in a fight against the Moon Bear King himself to stop his terrible reign. As you can tell, the story is really epic for the kind of show they're trying to put on. With twists, turns, and colorful characters everywhere, it's one puppet show I'd actually love to see. And everything about the game is reminiscent of a puppet show. The puppets all make little clicks of wood when moving, there's a curtain constantly framing the screen, characters breaking the fourth wall, audience reactions, and as you saw in the intro, it's a musical. The characters are genuinely endearing and the graphics are really convincing, but sometimes it feels like a half measure. The jokes, while usually either okay or chuckle-worthy, do fall flat sometimes. And I know giving strings to all the objects on screen would have been a mess, but maybe the main characters and enemies could have had at least shown to have them. It's just a little silly to see a character wobble somewhere like a puppet without any kind of visible reason behind it. Also, some of the objects have a lot of effort put into making them look like cheap puppet show backgrounds, while others stray a bit too far from the art style, creating a detachment from the action. The style is still great, lending itself to a lot of creative gameplay choices and really fun action set pieces, and those animations when Kuduro's using various heads are adorable. The voice acting is really great as well, and you can tell all the voice actors were having tons of fun. But sometimes it's a bit behind the action. Same with the audience reactions. Awkward pauses and missed audio cues mean you can really tell the voice actors weren't recording this in the same room together, and that the programmers didn't work on the timing as much as they needed to. The music is absolutely fantastic though. Every track makes you feel like you're going through a puppet show composed by John Williams. The tracks during comedic moments are delightfully cheesy, and during the actiony moments, they're exciting and empowering. This game really makes you feel like you're embarking on an adventure. So what do you do in this game? Well, at its core, Puppeteer is a 2D side-scroller. Kuduro's main controls are running, jumping, rolling, and attacking with the scissors. Each level consists of going from right to left or left to right until reaching the next scene while dodging obstacles and defeating enemies. In addition to traditional movement, you can use the scissors to cut along certain parts of the environment and use seams to travel great distances quickly. Along the way, Kuduro will also gain power-ups such as bombs or a grappling hook to open up hidden areas, solve simple puzzles, and move along faster. On top of that, the gameplay is incredibly varied. There are tons of levels that shake up the formula quite a bit, and it's much appreciated on my end. Kuduro's life is measured by the heads he collects. He can hold 3 at any given time, and when hurt, he can chase after the head to try to get it back before it disappears. If he loses all 3 heads, he loses a life. He can get more lives by collecting 100 moon crystals, like coins in Mario. By changing his head, he can also use its special powers to unlock more secrets, take shortcuts, and access bonus levels. It's like having Halloween costumes during gameplay. And I'm not just shoehorning in a Halloween reference to this game because I'm too scared to play an actual horror game for Halloween. Don't judge me. Along for the adventure is the Sun Princess Picarina. She'll banter with the narrator, talk to the audience, and generally be charming, if sometimes a bit annoying. You can use the right stick to move her around the environment and unlock hidden secrets. Seriously, she can interact with so many things in the environment that it would leave Putt-Putt's head spinning. You'll usually just get moon gems, but sometimes you can unlock a new head. This is a neat mechanic because of how many things in the world can be interacted with and how it improves the game's replayability. It adds variety to the pacing, so if you get bored when the action dies down and you're learning new mechanics or getting some story info, you have something to do. Sadly, it does sometimes put secrets in places you shouldn't have to slow down in. When you're in the middle of fast-paced platforming action, it is kind of boring to have to stop and use Picarina to look around and try to find hidden secrets, but that's what you'll have to do if you want to complete the game. The environments, level designs, and modes of transportation vary immensely, and they're always fun to play. Each act has you chasing down 1 or 2 of the Moonbear King's generals, each based on an animal. Normally in platformers, the bosses are either sparse or rarely seen throughout the level until your fight at the end of a world, but in this game, they put on a show. Sometimes they're in the background, sometimes they're openly taunting you in the foreground, and sometimes they are the environment. It gives them just enough character to make fighting each of them a delight. Not only that, but almost every level ends with a boss battle as well. Each fight is unique and different. Even when certain enemies are reused, I'm looking at you, Curtain Scarecrow, the mechanics of the fight are different than last time. And while the game is generally pretty easy, there are some tricky platforming moments in boss battles that had me on the ropes. The only big downside is the replayability. The levels are typically pretty long at 20 to 40 minutes apiece. That's a bit too long for this type of gameplay. Although rare, fatigue did set in sometimes, and it left me wishing there was a way to stop halfway through a level, if only to go do something else without losing progress. Finally, the game has bonus missions sprinkled throughout, 1 per stage. You unlock these by finding a place on the map and using a specific head to unlock them. These consist of various challenges, again breaking away from the gameplay formula to introduce new, fresh mechanics in which you have to navigate Kuduro through a series of screens, collecting all of the moon gems within a certain time limit. They're really fun and tense, and the perfect way to break up the action. Unfortunately, opening the bonus doors can be a really tedious task. In order to unlock more bonus missions, you have to go to a level, collect the necessary head, finish the level without losing it, then hop into another level that you actually want to play the bonus level of, get to the place where you can use that head without losing it, and then you can use it to unlock a bonus level or another head. None of the heads have special powers or advantages other than unlocking doors, and some just give you an advantage in a boss fight or some moon gems, and luckily once a bonus stage is unlocked you can replay it at any time without needing to go through the entire process of unlocking the door again. Still, it's a bit too much effort for the reward you get, so they're not worth hunting down, but if you have a chance to play one, it'll probably be really fun.
Puppeteer isn't the most masterful game on the market, but it is still a fantastic platformer that does its best to have fun with the genre. It may not use the puppet aesthetic to its fullest, but it is still a really unique, really original, and really fun game that deserves its 8.5 Jeff Dunhams out of 10. I hope you all enjoyed this review. If you did, be sure to leave a like and comment down below to let me know what game I should review next. Be on the lookout for next week's Nifty recipe based on this game. And as always, have a mighty nifty Halloween.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, steal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. We're so sorry, skeletons, you're so misunderstood. You only want to socialize, but I don't think we should. A spooky, scary skeleton shouts startling, shrilly.